Hi, I'm Mona, Group Leader for Team Echo. We worked with a Cambridge-based hardware company called CamData, and our brief required us to use NFC and RFID technology to enhance the experience of guests at a May ball, but more on the technical side later. Sadly, we had to investigate the more tame aspects, such as security and social networking, as opposed to the getting drunk and having a rave that I'm sure we're all far too sensible to have ever done. We were asked to design an Android app that would aid roving security guards as well as enhance social networking by allowing Facebook-like activities, locations, and photo uploads. Here is what we came up with. One of the main issues at May balls is security, in particular how to identify gate crashers. Guest wristbands are made of fabric and distributed before the event itself, thus making them easily replicable. This means that once a gate crasher is inside the ball grounds, they cannot be identified by security teams. We decided to use RFID tags provided by CamData to create a more stringent method of identifying guests. In order to do this, we wrote an application which, using NFC technology of Android phones, scans a tagged wristband and returns the name of its owner. Security guards can therefore use our application to scan a guest or worker's wristband, ask them to state their name, and use a driver's license to prove their identity. This would stop gate crashers posing as guests by stealing genuine wristbands, as well as stopping workers from posing as guests. We then began to investigate the social networking possibilities of this tagging system. Since the tags uniquely identify each guest at a May ball, we decided to implement a system of Facebook-like user accounts that uses Facebook usernames and passwords for login to avoid having to link with Facebook later. Once a guest logs in, they can scan their wristband to link their activity on the application and with their tagged wristband to their Facebook account. Just as with Facebook, guests can add other guests as friends by sending and accepting friend requests. Before interfacing to Facebook, however, we had one more clever trick up our sleeves. We were given a mysterious box by CamData and told that if we were able to uncover the secret of how it worked, we could use it to obtain the information stored on the RFID tags, much like we did with the Android phones. After a heroic struggle, we managed this and decided to use it to allow guests to check in at locations by scanning their wristbands at these boxes, placed at stages, food and drink stands, and games or rides. Requiring workers to check in at boxes throughout the evening also automates the process of signing in with the ball organisers, which ensures that workers are carrying out their roles as stated in their contracts. But we wanted to do more, and then the fun began. Using the record of check-ins stored in our database, our app allows guests to search for a particular friend and then view the locations at which they recently checked in. The check-ins are presented in the form of a Twitter-like feed. Each check-in entry, when selected, displays a map of the court in which the check-in occurred. This feature can also help a guest track down their friends if they are not contactable by telephone. We then extended this to provide an achievement feature. An achievement is a notable activity in which a guest is involved. For example, checking in at a bouncy castle more than 3 times would award the Laughs at Gravity achievement. For the more responsible guests, this feature can also act as a useful way of keeping an eye on how much they have been drinking, as a Goldfish achievement totals the number of times they have checked in at bars or drink stands. The app provides the option to upload achievements as statuses to Facebook. When it came to the photograph uploading feature of the app, we wanted to do something a little bit different. Obviously, Facebook provides a popular and successful tagging feature, but we felt we could go one better than Mark Zuckerberg. When uploading photographs to Facebook via our app, friends can be tagged in the photograph by simply swiping their wristband with the Android phone. This is particularly useful as, in my experience, guests at May balls are often less than coordinated for some reason and find typing a bit of a challenge. We then thought we'd help our guests out with some information about what's on at the ball and where they can find each event. The app provides an interactive map of the overall venue, as well as more detailed maps of the individual courts, which appear when selected from the main map. This feature is supplemented by the schedule feed. This is a live feed which is updated to display the upcoming events in order of imminence. Upon selection of a particular schedule item, the app displays a map of the court in which the event will be taking place. Lastly, and because we were so proud of our clever tagging system, we decided it would be nice to place location tags at various points around the ball. The identifier stored by each of these tags appears in the central database, along with the map and event schedule for the relevant court. When one of these tags is scanned, the app displays this information.
So there you have it, an app that uses RFID and NFC to provide useful information and amusement for when you get bored of the Mabel's unlimited food, alcohol and entertainment.